I've stumbled upon some rare beasts in the wild. You must proceed with caution. You don't know what they're gonna do. Hey, buddy. Just a couple cows minding their own business. And they got thru hikers hiking through their field every day. They're probably like, what's the deal, bro? I'm just trying to live my best life. And you keep disturbing the peace. Thankful to this farmer, though, because he mowed the weeds down beside the trail in the path that went through the woods that I'm sure was on his property. So pretty cool. Shout out to you the MVP. Good morning. So yesterday, feet were feeling super fatigued for most of the day. Stopped at the shelter that I can't really pronounce, starts with an N, to get water last night, and then decided I was gonna press on at least another like 2 miles, get past the Craig Creek crossing where the bridge is out, and there was a campground there, or then camp by the creek. And so did that, and then there's been 3 guys that I've passed the past 3 days that have been like slack packing southbound. And he's like, so if you get to the parking lot, I'll have my truck open for some trail magic. So got to the parking lot, and there's like a mile, 1.4 from the shelter. And so sat there and chatted with him for about an hour. Ate a lot of food. And he sent some food with me. And then Legs was also there and didn't have cell service, so I was like, you know, I feel really good. I'm gonna try to do this big climb, get up to the Audie Murphy Memorial Monument, and get that big climb out of the way. And so did that, made it to the top of the hill. One of the nicest graded climbs we've had. Made it up the climb. It's pretty big climb, but felt good. And there's a bench at the top that you can sit on. And Far Out lists this bench as like the best bench on the AT. But after the climb, it's understandable. But there was a sign that said Trail Magic. And 250 feet to the right to the trailhead where you can drive up to if you wanted to drive up and then just walk the rest of the 7 tenths to where the monument actually is. And so we walked up to like the barrier gate and didn't see anybody, and we're like, okay, well, their signs are still up, so they're bound to be back in the morning for trail magic. And then like we're setting up our tents, and we're like, we're just gonna camp here because we both had cell service, and setting up our tents. And the lady walked down to take a picture of the signs or whatever, and she's like, oh, like we're just getting set up, like we're up there now. And this was like 8:30. And so walked up there at like 9 o'clock, and they made us burgers and chips and watermelon and coleslaw, and had sodas and drinks and beer and water. It was good. And they're like, take whatever you want, pack out whatever you want. And they're like, come back in the morning, we're having pancakes. So I mean, that was well worth pressing on last night to get to that. Had some pancakes this morning after waking up, and so we're fueled. Pancakes with chocolate chips and blueberries, I might add, which were delicious. Had some Bing cherries. Oh man, I haven't had Bing cherries in forever. Forgot this is like the start of the season for Bing cherries. So storm wasn't so bad last night. We were supposed to get rain last night. It did rain a little bit. Supposed supposed to get more rain now the next 3 days, but right now it's just overcast. It's cool. But I'm on this ridge and we're just cruising now. So trying to make it at least 13.9 today. And then make it into Daleville tomorrow. That is the plan. That is the update. And we're just out cruising. Leaving Trout Creek, heading up this climb. Shout out to Lemon Drop and Baloo for the carrot, the banana, and 2 fresh cups of coffee. That hit the spot 3 miles in this morning. And we're back cruising along. Starting to rain a little bit, but feeling good.
Take back my life. It's time to go my own way. Across the horizon, I've been dreaming about it every day. I believe we're wild and free.
Woo.
I feel so alive, so alive. I feel so alive, feel so alive. I don't know where I'll go, but I know that this old town can't hold me down. I feel so alive, I feel so alive. This life is a journey, and we were born for chasing stars. I don't believe it's all for nothing. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I feel so alive, so alive. I feel so alive, feel so alive. I don't know where I'll go, but I know that this old town can't hold me down. I feel so alive, I feel so alive.
Good morning. It is, I don't know, 6:15 or so. It has rained all night. Looks like it's gonna rain all day. Everything is wet. I stayed like fairly dry in my tent, but the rain just like soaked up through my ground sheet. So the bottom of my tent was starting to get a little bit damp. And lots of condensation dripping down. But I stayed warm, and for the most part stayed dried. Had to get up and bless the forest in the middle of a downpour. So that brought water into the tent. So I made an executive decision. With it being kind of crummy weather today and chance of rain tomorrow, but it's supposed to somewhat clear up later in the day tomorrow. Heading into McAfee Knob, like I really wanted to be there with nice weather because I want to get some great pictures. I don't really want to trudge 20 miles today past McAfee Knob, past Tinker Cliffs, in just crummy weather to get to Daleville to get out of this weather. So there's a shuttle that runs from McAfee Knob Trailhead into Roanoke. So I scheduled that shuttle, and the plan is to kind of Nero to there. So it'd be like 3.1 miles from where I'm at, where I was camped last night, to there, and get a hotel. Yeah. Hello friends, so hiker trash taking over the hotel. Hiker trash hat. How to dry out your shoes. Hair dryer. Dry them bad boys out. Dry out your ground sheet. I had my tent hanging here. Now I gotta clean up my mess. Cleaned up some of it, cleaned up the rest. It was all over the floor, but I cleaned up that. Yeah, we got some food. We've got coffee. These luxurious beds. Oh, they're memory foam with memory foam pillows, charging all the things. I love it when they have USB plugs there and over here. I've got nachos, I've got a salad. I got my stuff spread out everywhere. I washed all my clothes, cleaned and dried my tent, drying my air mattress, my foam pad, my pillow. Yeah, you just have things everywhere in your hotel room. So I splurged and I spent the money to get a room at the Fairfield Inn Suites here in Salem, outskirts of Roanoke. Got an Uber from the McAfee Knob Trailhead down here. Ordered me some DoorDash for the food. But this hotel had laundry. The other two cheaper hotels in the area that were closest to the trailhead did not have laundry, so I was like, I'm gonna spend the extra money and do laundry. So I'm here by myself, but it's been a good day. It actually got sunny today. It's been sunny on and off, so I would have kept hiking, and I think going to that next shelter, even pushing past McAfee would have been the ideal thing to do today. But all my batteries were dead, other than my GoPro stuff wasn't dead. And so I just made the executive decision this morning. My tent was soaked. Everything was kind of damp. I wasn't really super wet inside my tent, but everything was kind of damp from condensation. And yeah, I feel good now because tomorrow I'm going to hit the trail and everything's going to be fresh and clean and dry. And I'll be able to link up with Tanya, fellow street parking member Tanya, who's going to help me out big time here in a couple days. So I feel good about it. But yeah, kind of hiker chores when you take over a hotel and then try to clean it and make it as nice as what you got here when you left it. That's hard because I'm sure it's going to stink and it's going to be a little dirty. But at least I try to clean up after myself. So made myself some coffee. So yeah, that's it. Lovely weather we're having today. I'm sure there's normally a great view, but not today, unfortunately.
What's up? Oh yeah. Extra soggy today. Extra soggy today.
Good to see you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Look around and drink it in. I can see it in your eyes, the storm. I know you know, I know you know all of this. Don't stop me now, don't stop me from saying you can lie.